Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, this video is going to be twofold. I'm going to cover a small portion of, there was some leaked footage of Alec Baldwin. I can't obviously share this with my phone. Also, I do not want to share it for other reasons. Now, it's nothing explicit, but it just shows the movement that Alec Baldwin did when he shot Helena Hutchins. It does not show the gun going off. It's not that actual, or it's not the footage of him killing Helena, but it is basically a rehearsal of the act before that happened. This was released by the investigation. Now, I have a cane here. As you can see, this is a cane, and it is a revolver cane. It screws apart. This is non-functioning. You cannot pull the hammer back. You cannot pull the trigger. You cannot do any of that. This is only a prop replica. This is nothing. I mean, even if you look at the thing here, or there, you can see that there's no projectile that could come out of here. This is a completely safe piece of a cane that looks like a weapon, or that looks like a revolver. It is a single action revolver. I mean, the only thing that is functional about this is this, or the cylinder spins, and that's about it. Like I said, I am trying to pull this hammer back. You can't do it. It's all one piece. You can actually see that the trigger is all a part of this thing. You can't pull it back or anything like that. So I'm going to use this as a reference. So do not frickin' drop my channel. Do not frickin' lose your minds. But yes, basically what they show, this video shows, is Alec Baldwin, head down like this. And then when he draws, he literally has his finger in the trigger guard. And then he goes like this really quick with his thumb to pull back the hammer. That in itself tells you, putting this down now, that Alec Baldwin doesn't know how to properly handle a weapon. If you are doing a rehearsal, here is how you would do it. I'm going to pick it up again, just to let you guys know. And you're going to hold the weapon down. And when they say go, your finger's not going to be in the trigger guard, but your hand is going to go like this. This is what you properly do. And if you want to do that, well, you honestly don't do that. Because if the weapon is loaded, even with a single action army or a single action revolver, you do not pull that hammer back. Because if the hammer does slip out of your grip and go forward, touching a real bullet, that bullet's going to go off. So yes, it shows that by Alec putting his finger in the trigger like this, and doing the draw like this, and then going like that, that shows that he has never been trained right on how to handle a firearm. Because that becomes a habit. If you are not trained right, you're always going to have your hand in the trigger guard. Hand in the trigger guard, hand in the trigger guard, no matter what you do. So, putting this back down. Me, when I handle weapons, even a fake one like this, I'm not going to put my hand in the trigger guard unless showing a person, obviously. But I'm going to hold it like this, or because this is a fake weapon, there's no way it can be loaded or anything. You can't even pull it apart to load anything into it. There's nothing that you can really do. But even I will always hold it as if it was a real weapon. So I'm going to put this back together and then put this back on my wall later. But yeah, that is how he drew the weapon in this footage that they're showing. And then and that's it. Now, the other part of this story is the Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed cried about her fucked career after deadly shooting. Now, I'm going to read this. This is basically showing you how selfish this girl is. Hannah Gutierrez Reed was the armor of the Rust set, or of the Rust movie. Now, let's get into this. This is from New York Post. The rookie armorer in charge of the gun Alec Baldwin used when he accidentally shot dead Helena Hutchins whined about how fucked her career is. I'm reading basically from here, folks. Shortly after the tragedy, according to newly released video, the footage shows Hannah Gutierrez Reed sobbing about being sorry and scared, all quotes, when questioned on the New Mexico set of Rust immediately after the fatal shooting last October. "Welcome to the worst day of my life," she told one officer with a nervous chuckle. A woman has just died, and she's saying welcome to the worst day of her life. Another woman died, and just basically half-orphaned a child who's never going to be able to see his mother again alive, never be able to hold her, hug her, or anything like that. And she's talking about the worst day of her life. I can't believe Alec Baldwin was holding the gun. That's so fucked. Another video, part of a trove of documents released Monday, shows the yellow and purple-haired armorer sighing as she was asked her personal details while on the back of a squad car. "I'm the armorer, or at least I was," she told the officer, dripping in self-pity. In another clip, Gutierrez Reed asked to be moved where none of her co-workers could see her because she felt super bad. Oh my gosh, man. I just want to get the F out of here. They use the word. And never show my face in the industry ever again. It's probably a good idea because of the previous thing you did, or the previous unsafe actions you did before this production. But yeah, "I'm the only female armorer in the game, and I just effed up my whole career," she whined, suggesting she also let down her father, Thel Reed, one of the most respected gun experts in Hollywood. "My dad's one of the best armorers in the entire world, and he trained me, and I'm an effing failure," she complained. Footage of her official interviews by investigators show her horrified at the obvious parallels with The Crow, the movie in which Bruce Lee's 28-year-old son, Brandon Lee, was shot dead in 1993. Confirming she was totally in charge of the weapons on the doomed New Mexico set, she said that maybe there was just perhaps a bad round in that box that ended up being fired by Baldwin. There was only one round that went off. It must have went through the director, Joel Souza, somehow and effing hit Helena, she said, of the mom of one director of photography who died. And I am like flabbergasted by this. I can't effing imagine how this happened, she insisted in her interview. However, investigators confirmed Tuesday that they are still investigating concerning evidence that the rookie armorer had sought live ammo. This is new information. Such as the bullet that ended up in Baldwin's gun while working on another production. Prop supplier Seth Kenney had shown investigators text messages from Gutierrez Reed making the request, which he said he knocked back in horror, the released interview footage showed. She wanted to shoot live ammo out of the guns, the TV movie guns, and I said no effing way, obviously, he said. Gutierrez Reed later sued Kenney, blaming him for the live rounds. So, yet they denied them the live rounds, and yet now they're suing him because apparently they somehow got live rounds. On Tuesday, Santa Fe County Sheriff Adon Mendoza, I'm guessing it's Adam, but anyway, highlighted the apparent request when discussing the parts of the 6-month ongoing investigation. There was information from text messages that was concerning based on the fact that live ammo was spoken about and was possibly used on a prior movie set. He confirmed to the Today Show. That was just a few months before the Rust movie set and production began, so that is concerning, he said. So far, nobody has been charged with the shooting, although Mendoza stressed it was too early to rule anything out, so there is a chance that Alec Baldwin might be arrested. I don't think anybody's off the hook when it comes to criminal charges, he stressed. So that's the end of the article. And so, yeah, this is still ongoing, the investigation. I just gave you an example of how Alec Baldwin handled the gun in the video that has now been released. Hannah Gutierrez Reed is now saying that, or has now proven that she is a narcissist beyond anything, minutes to hours after the death of Helena Hutchins. Sure, she feels bad about it, but she's also mostly feeling bad about herself. That should tell you everything you need to know about Hannah Gutierrez Reed. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to update you all on this. Honestly, I am hoping that there is some major accountability here. Any gun expert, any gun owner will let you, or will tell you, you treat every gun as if it is loaded. You do never put your finger on the trigger until you are ready to pull it and when it is aimed at a target. And you never aim a weapon at a person unless there are circumstances that calls for it, which for most people, they don't. Anyway, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this news that has just come out today? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.